So here we are in the Depot Theatre in the arts wing of the Swansea Grand Theatre, and this is one of my favourite performance spaces in Wales, and I've been lucky enough to perform here on many occasions, often with a Shakespearean play, theatre in the round. I just love the venue. I've brought a one-man show here on a number of occasions. It's just a lovely atmospheric venue, but today it's where we have the press launch for the annual panto here at the Grand Theatre. So very shortly this room will be filled with members of the press, television, radio, newspaper, all putting questions to the cast and to the producers of this year's panto production at the Grand, which, as you can see, is going to be Aladdin. You can guess that from the props. These are all props and scenery from Widow Twanky's laundry. And playing Widow Twanky at the Grand this year is a Grand Theatre pantomime stalwart, and I am delighted, honoured, overwhelmed to be talking to Widow Twanky herself, played by Kev Johns. Kev, lovely to see you. Welcome back to the Swansea Grand. How many panto performances have you done here? Well, it's my 20th panto performance at the Grand, not the 20th in succession. I did one, then I had a couple of years away, came back here in 1999 for the millennium here, which was Aladdin, and I've been very, very blessed to have come here every Christmas ever since, which is fabulous. So, as a youngster, do you have memories of coming here to watch pantomime? Well, it does seem like a long time, but it goes very, very quickly, and I can remember every single pantomime and who was there, what happened, as if it were just yesterday. So your panto career, it didn't start here at the Grand. You've performed in other theatres as well. Oh my goodness, yes. I came here as a youngster. I came here as a child. I came here as a teenager. I came through the whole Ryan and Ronnie era. So a Clive Dunn here in pantomime, and all the great performers, Wyn Calvin, Stan Stennett. I've just seen some wonderful panto performers, and it really was the inspiration. I wanted to do comedy. I wanted to do theatre, and that's all because of the wonderful pantos I saw at the Swansea Grand. So Aladdin was your first panto, but you didn't play Widow Twanky then. I have, yes, and my first panto was Aladdin. I played Wishy Washy at the Grand Pavilion Theatre in Porthcawl. I did 4 seasons there, came to the Grand. I've done some pantos in Port Talbot at the Civics Theatre there, and then I came back to the Grand. So my first ever panto was the Grand Pavilion Porthcawl, which is a great panto theatre. So how important is pantomime to this theatre and to theatres generally? Well, panto is important to every theatre because it's a massive income stream. Lots of people come here, they come to see the show, they buy tickets to see the show, they buy all the merchandise, they buy sweets and crisps and pop and all the other things as well. So in terms of income, this panto will sustain and support other theatre projects as well. And the other great thing is youngsters come to see the show. If they enjoy the panto, they'll come and see a children's show, they'll come and see a music show, and like me, once you get hooked on panto, hopefully they'll get hooked on theatre for life. Why do you think they're so popular with the audience? I think it's because people can come as a family. You often look out and you see the people coming into the theatre, or you look out on the audience and you see children, parents, grandparents, sometimes great-grandparents. You see a whole family come together, and people have traditions. People say to me, we're coming on Christmas Eve the same as every year, we're coming on Boxing Day the same as every year, and they come, and with the same group, they get a little older, they get a little greyer, but they tell you the pantos they've come to see, So I think that's why it's so important, and why people love coming to the theatre to see panto, because they can come as a family, and there's nothing in the show which is offensive, and there are maybe 1 or 2 gags which go with the children's head and then appeal to the older generations. It can be a little carry-on at times, but it's a family show for all generations. I've done some reading, and you're very keen to point out that doing panto at the Swansea Grand is more than just a little bit special. Why is that? Well, we are here in a city centre, in a great city, surrounded by great shops around Christmas time. You get all the atmosphere and all the buzz, and it's a great theatre. The staff here, the minute you come through the door, they're in costumes, they're in fancy dress, they're waving light wands. Everybody gets involved, and the panto experience, it begins the minute you step through the door. It's not just what happens on the stage, although we like that bit, but it's not just this here, it's everything from the minute people come in to the theatre make this a great panto experience. And is today a significant day? Would Are you starting rehearsals soon? No, dear me, no, we don't start rehearsing until the first week of December. But this is a day, what they call the Panto launch day, the Panto press day. So all the press come in and have a chat to different people, take some photographs, and those photographs are released then slowly but surely over the next couple of weeks. And it's a chance to meet folks as well. Now, for me, it's a little different. I know Matt, I know Stefan, but a chance for me to meet Tony for the very first time. So it's a nice experience as well, and it's a bit of a little social chance for us to meet up with everybody. But it's a very important day to tell people, to remind people, Panto is coming very, very soon. And today we'll meet the cast of the Panto and the producers, but you've also gone on record as saying it takes more than just a few performers to put on a pantomime. Panto is not a cast. Panto is a company, and that means everybody involved with the show is important. I mean, there have been people working on this show for months. There's been the press team at the Kudos offices in London. People have been writing the scripts. They've been getting the sets and the costumes ready. There's the marketing team here at the Grand. There's the stage crew at the Grand, the lighting team, the sound team, the front of house team, the cleaners who make sure that all the popcorn is picked up and everybody can come into their seats. And I'm a little worried I've left somebody out. There's the orchestra, the band that play, There's the stage management team. There are just so many people that take part and make this pantomime a success and get it up and running. And Christmas in your home city of Swansea, that's very special, but I guess it must be very, very special indeed to perform in a theatre right in the heart of the city centre. I mentioned it a while ago, it's wonderful. You get the atmosphere of Christmas. My wife loves it because I get a message, can you get this, can you get that? I'm in Swansea Market all the time, and you pick up the vibe then of how the panto's going. People are saying, I came last night, Kev, it was fabulous, wonderful, brought my grandchild last week, brought my grandson coming next week, and it's great. You pick up all that vibe, and Swansea's a wonderful city, and you're right in the heart of the city centre, particularly at Christmas. It's a very special time, and I really love the Christmas Eve performances, because then you come out after the last show and the shops are starting to close, and every year I take a little walk around the city centre. You say a Merry Christmas to people, and that's a very, very special day in Swansea and in Swansea Panto. And just around the corner from the new Swans Club shop as well, you'll be popping in there on more than one occasion, I'm sure. I will be popping in there. I'm going to take Matt Edwards in as well, because Matt has become a massive Swansea City fan, but you can be sure if one lunchtime or one break time I need a cup of tea, that's where I'll be heading to the new Swansea City shop. And Matt is incredibly excited. He kind of went when I told him there was a new Swan shop just opened around the corner. So tell us the routine. You've got the press day today. Will you get your scripts soon? Sometimes we get given scripts on the press day. I'm not sure if that's going to happen today, but the scripts will certainly arrive within the next couple of weeks. You usually get them before the end of October, and the first thing you do is have a little look through, see how much you've got in the show, and you line your own lines, and you start adding little things that you want to put in. They expect you to do that, and then we'll start rehearsing, and we'll rehearse Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday until lunchtime, and then we'll get a half a day off, and then a whole day off on the Sunday. We'll back in on the Monday. On the Tuesday, we're on stage. Wednesday, we start tech rehearsing. Thursday, we finish tech rehearsing. We have a dress rehearsal, and we open on Friday. And you start rehearsing. The rehearsals actually start the first Monday in December. Well, listen, it's been lovely to meet you. I know you've got other folks to see today, but we wish you all the very best. And thanks, Kev. Thanks, Widow Twanky, who's gone off earlier on singing Widow Twanky is a Jack, which I found quite amusing. So it's been lovely to chat to Kev about pantomime. The show opens, of course, in December. If you've not got your tickets yet, come down to the Grand and pick up your tickets from the box office, and just have a look at the programme here at this wonderful theatre. It really is an incredible centre of the arts, and some great shows here throughout the year, not just here in the Arts Wing, but in the main house downstairs. Sunset Boulevard is there this week with Kev Johns, who also has appeared in pantomime in the past year at the Grand. I think Kev did Aladdin with us some years ago. So there's some great shows here and a wonderful welcome. So use the theatre, keep it going, and come and see some shows here at the Swansea Grand. So got to do me washing now. Maybe not.